We are still at the River Kwai Bridge area, with the bridge being behind us. This open area is also where the few daily trains stop to serve passengers, mostly tourists. There's also a little market with shirts, snacks and drinks, and at the far end of the station, seen from this side, there is also a large playground. During my walk across the bridge, I noticed a few restaurants. One of them seemed closed, the gate was locked, there didn't seem to be any other way to access it, and it looked very quiet inside as well. The other restaurant though was teeming with life, so that was an easy pick this time. It is also located on the River Kwai, as it floats around there, being moored to the shore though. I walked over there in a few minutes time and I got myself a front row seat of the river and the bridge. Then I was told to scoot, as that nice empty table was reserved apparently. I was moved to the very corner of the restaurant, an even better spot. Here I enjoyed my lunch. A huge bowl of flat noodles with pork and 2 takeaway-like glasses of iced tea. I finished the first one before my food even arrived, so apparently I was in need for some liquids after being out for a while. That was the River Kwai Bridge and the restaurant where I had a quick lunch. Now I'm making my way to the War Cemetery and the War Museum, where I have, when I arrive, about 1.5 hours before the train back to Bangkok again. Scorching hot, it's blue sky, no clouds, so let's walk for a bit. It's 2 kilometers, 2.5 kilometers, so it should be about half an hour. There is a lot of tourism here. A lot of backpackers that travel here for a few days and continue onwards. Of course, masses of day trip travelers that will visit the bridge and then continue to the next tourist destination. So I'm going to walk for a bit. I'll catch up with you when I'm at the cemetery or the museum, whatever comes first. So right in front of us is the War Cemetery, and the museum is right here. Entry to the museum is 160. Let's have a look where the... Sorry? It was at this moment that I was approached by museum staff. They told me I couldn't film inside, not with my GoPro and a short stick. I wasn't going to use any long stick inside, of course. I did ask whether it was okay to use my other camera, which wasn't a problem at all, so here we go. This museum is also a research center, because events that took place during the Japanese occupation are still not entirely clear. Many across the world have relatives that were put to work here by the Japanese occupation to never return home. Many thousands are probably still not found, with deaths not being properly recorded and burials often being haphazard at best. This research center is working on getting as many answers to questions asked as possible, a daunting task that can't be done without financial support. A visit to this museum will bring you up to date with the findings of the research center, as well as the general history of the infamous death railway here in Thailand. From the website of the museum, which I linked in the description as well, we can find the following. As you enter the museum area, you'll be greeted by a meticulously constructed wooden bridge, mirroring the techniques used in building the railway bridges. This bridge sets the stage for the immersive experience that lies ahead. Prominent displays include a 3-meter deep model depicting the construction of a railway cutting at night, a showcase holding the nearly complete Azon bomb, and a section of bomb-damaged rail recovered from the railway track. A compelling video clip showcases Azon bombs, the world's first guided weapons, as they target and destroy a bridge along the railway. In the Medical Aspects Gallery, step into a mock-up hospital hut. Two major panels pay tribute to the extraordinary resourcefulness, dedication and bravery of the doctors and medical orderlies who cared for the men in their charge. Reconstruction displays feature improvised medical equipment used during that time. Across the street from the Death Railway Museum is the Kanchanaburi War Cemetery, but the entrance to it is along the main road, so you'll have to walk around the perimeter for a bit before you can enter to the main entrance. Entrance is free of charge, but opening hours apply. This military cemetery, also known as the Don Rock War Cemetery, is home to 6,982 graves in total. There are 5,085 Commonwealth War graves, 1,896 Dutch war graves, 11 Indian Muslim graves, and 2 graves that contain the ashes of 300 men that died during an outbreak of cholera in Niki Niki. If you're asking why there are no American remains at this war cemetery, the answer is simple. They were repatriated instead of laid to rest here. There are also no graves here from civilian forced laborers from, for example, Japanese-occupied Malaya and Indonesia, while the Japanese made extensive use of forced labor from those occupied areas. When at this cemetery, you will probably see references to undivided India, which was the India under colonial British rule before the split of Pakistan, and Pakistan being West Pakistan and East Pakistan, where the latter eventually became Bangladesh. This split occurred in 1947. The single word Commonwealth may not mean much to you either, especially if you're not British. Any mention of this capitalized word is referring to the International Association of Countries that were part of the British Empire and its dependencies. All that's left today is remembrance to those killed while being put to work by Japanese occupation forces here. We should never forget the ultimate sacrifice made by tens of thousands of unknowing people that were brought to this very region from all over Southeast Asia as soon as Japan invaded and occupied those areas. Thank you for watching. See you in another one.